Good morning, students. As I have already finished the previous chapter, presently we will go with chapter 9, and our topic of the chapter is Land of the Hot Sands. Okay, as we have finished the previous chapter, this is a new chapter, and this is the first video we are making out, and this is the first class of the new chapter, that is Land of the Hot Sun. So, before starting, we will start with the story time. Okay, what is written in the story time is that every morning while going in school, I see a number of the vehicles on the road. Okay, means it is said about one person or one boy or one girl, you can think. Okay, because I can be anyone, right? I can be anyone. It may be boy, it may be girl. Okay, every time that student, you can say that student is going on the road or walking on the road, that time he can see a number of the vehicles on the road, so many vehicles. Okay, car, bus, all the thing he can see. I wonder how long will this run on. Now he's thinking that how long the vehicles will run on the car, what called petrol or diesel. As you know that the petrol and diesel we are getting from the what called down of the earth, right? We are digging out the this from the down of the earth, and we are getting the petrol and diesel, which which is also form of the non-renewable resources. Now you may think of what is non-renewable resources. There are in resources, first of all we should understand the term resource. The resource means anything that is useful to you. For example, the mobile phone, it is useful to you. The Zoom class, it is useful to you. The chair you are sitting, it is useful to you. Okay, you are reading the book, that is useful to you. A teacher is useful to you. So these all are what? Resources. In resources, there are two types of resources: renewable resources and non-renewable resources. In non-renewable resources, we should understand that the resources that cannot be get exhaust or finish, it is called renewable resources. For example, sunlight. Okay, can sunlight be over? No, the sunlight cannot be over. Yes, then can the energy of the sun be over? No, so much energy is there in the sun. Can the wind energy be over? No. Water energy can be over? No. So these all are resources and not renewable resources, which will not get finished. Okay. Now petrol, this is non-renewable resources. Once gets over, will not come back again. What do you understand by this? That once, suppose your father has filled petrol in a car or motorcycle, that is bike. Then after riding the bike, when your father means riding the bike, you are sitting back of the bike or you are sitting in the car, your father has filled a petrol or diesel in the car. Can the petrol which went in the air can come back? No, it cannot come back. Yes, so this is a non-renewable resources which once goes will not come back again. As a result, this boy is thinking what? That how long this vehicles will run. If once the petrol and diesel gets over, what will become? Yes, now you understood the introduction part. So when I reached school, I asked my teacher, and to my surprise, she said that she will be taking us through an interesting journey to the rich land of liquid gold. Let us learn more about the Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is also called the land of the liquid gold. What do you understand by the liquid gold is that you know that petrol price is so high. Yes, the price of the petrol is very high and the demand of the petrol is high. Why? Because we need of that. Without petrol, we cannot travel. Without diesel, we cannot travel, right? For this reason, it is called the liquid gold. Yeah, and mostly the petrol is available in which country? You can get vast amount, means a very great amount of petrol in Saudi Arabia. In Saudi Arabia, you can get lots of amount of the petrol. Next, let's us start with the spotlight, what we are going to learn in this chapter. In this chapter, we are going to learn about the location and the climate, relief of the land, people and the lifestyle, economy of the land. So let's start with the introduction part first. Okay, in the introduction part, what is written here is that Saudi Arabia is a large country situated in the Arabian Peninsula. Means Saudi Arabia is a very large country, right? It is a very large country. You may even heard of the name Burj Khalifa. Okay, you may even heard of the name Burj Khalifa, which is the tallest building, man-made structure in the world. Okay, the Burj Khalifa is a very tall, the tallest hotel you can say. Okay, the tallest structure you can say. It is very, 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 very tall. Okay, which is situated in the Dubai, that is United Arab. Okay, Saudi Arabia it is situated. You may also having found some boys and girls from the small, they are very fond of going to this place. Okay, you may see me in the dream also that I am going to Saudi Arabia. It is very beautiful place. Yes, the largest peninsula in the world. It has a Arabian Peninsula. It is very largest peninsula. Now you may think of the word, what is peninsula? For the reference, you can do one thing, that you take page number 20 and you see there it is written, peninsula is an area of the land surrounded by water on three sides. Okay, what is peninsula? An area of land surrounded by water on three sides is called peninsula. Like for example, the Indian peninsula. In India, you know the shape of the India is a type of triangle shape in the down tile. In the down you can get a triangle. Yes, in down you will get a triangle, which three sides are water. In the same way, in the Saudi Arabia also, all the three sides are covered with the water. Okay, oceanic water. You can see on the map of the page number 17. I will show you. Okay, you can see on the map of page number 17. You can see here this one, this number 2, and this number 3. These three sides has water. Okay, this sea sides has water. 1, 2, and 3. These three sides is covered with the water. So Saudi Arabia, for this reason, is called the peninsula. It is also the largest peninsula in the world. Saudi Arabia, one question comes here, which name the largest peninsula in the world. So this is the largest peninsula in the world. It lies between the Red Sea on the west and the Persian Gulf on the east. Okay, now you can say the Saudi Arabia lies in the, now you see on the this page number 17, you can see here the Persian Gulf. The Persian Gulf you can see here. Okay, you can see here the Persian Gulf. You can check here the Persian Gulf. You can see in the page number 17 itself. And in here the Persian Gulf is there. And in the what called west side, you will find Red Sea. Okay, the Red Sea you can find here. Okay, you can see here the Red Sea, and here it is the Persian Gulf. Okay, you can find. Okay, now next is capital is Riyadh. What is the capital name? You can check here. The capital is also written. The capital is Riyadh. Riyadh is the capital of Saudi Arabia. It is also the biggest country in the Middle East. Name the biggest country in the Middle East. It is the Saudi Arabia. Riyadh is the biggest country. Okay, so Saudi Arabia is the biggest country in the Middle East. Other countries of the region include Iran, Iraq, Yemen, Syria, United States of America, of Arab Emirates, Israel, London, Jordan, Palestine, Turkey, Lebanon, then Oman, Kuwait, Qatar, and Bahrain. So these are the countries which are neighboring to the Saudi Arabia. So students, you understood the introduction part. Okay, let us study about the location. About the location, if you study, then you will get to know that the Saudi Arabia is located between the latitude of 16 degree and 33 degree to the north and longitude of 34 degree to the 56 degree to the east. I'll show you on the globe. Now students, you can see the globe. Okay, now we can see here that the India is here situated, and towards this side if we come, then we can see the Saudi Arabia. Okay, I'll take near to the camera and you can check here and you can see, okay, that Saudi Arabia, you can check here. Okay, now we know this is equator, which is the imaginary line. Okay, the imaginary line, this is the imaginary line. Now it is told that the Saudi Arabia is located between the latitude of 16 degree and 33 degree towards the north side. This is the upper side is the north side and lower side is the east side, right? So towards the north side, how much distance is far? So it is nearly 16 degree latitude and 33 degree north and longitude. If you say now what is latitude? This is latitude. Okay, this line is what? Latitude. Okay, this line. Okay, this line is what? Latitude, and this line is what? Longitude line. The long line is called longitude, and this slipping one, that is this way it is there, it is called latitude. Okay, so you understood about the latitude and the longitude. The Tropic of Cancer, which is given in there in the 23.5 degree towards the north side and the pass through the center of the Saudi Arabia. It is bordered by the Jordan in Iraq on the north and the northeast, Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, and United Arab Emirates bordered on the east. Oman is the southeast and the Yemen is in the south. The Red Sea lies in the west and the Persian Gulf lies in the east. So students, if you have globe in your house, then you can see itself, or you can do a thing that in the market it is very easily available. World map is very easily available. You can buy a world map which is very cheap price, nearly 10 or 15 rupees you can get. So you can see itself the neighboring site of the Saudi Arabia, and it will also help you to study. Now it is in the here it is mentioned about the Gulf. Okay, about the Gulf it is mentioned. So what is Gulf? You can see in the word meaning of page number 20. You can check there. So what is Gulf? Gulf is a deep inlet of the sea, almost surrounded by land with the narrow mouth. Means what is this? It is a sandy type of soil you can find. What kind of soil you can get in the Arab? In Arab, you'll get mostly the sandy soils. Okay, in Arab you will get mostly the sandy soils. Next, we'll go with the terrain, the type of the land which is mentioned. Okay, what type of land we can get in the what called United Arabs or Saudi Arabia. So Saudi Arabia is a high rocky plateau covered by the vast desert. Great amount of the desert, everywhere it is desert. Okay, in Saudi Arabia, everywhere you can get the desert only. Okay, the desert region have small hills of the sand called sand dunes. It has got small hills. Now the question is what? How the sand dunes are formed? Okay, sand dunes are the mixture of the dust particles which are mixed up by the air. When the strong or heavy winds mixed up by the air, okay, sand dunes are formed. You may have often seen while walking on the road, if the strong wind will come, okay? I have experienced personally on the road, a small amount of the soil, the sand gets circled, okay? The small amount of the sand gets circled in on the road only, okay? When the storm will come, when the storm comes often, it happens. So in this way only, when the small amount of the sand get circled and collected and a big storm comes, the sand dunes are formed, okay? So the desert region have small hills of sand called sand dunes, which I have already explained about it. Strong winds and the dust storm blow the dry sand and shift these sand dunes from one place to another. 80% of the country is located in the Arabian Peninsula. I have already told you that how the sand dunes are formed, how they are going from one place to another, how they are moving from one place to another. The small amount of the dust particles which are collected in the air get settled in one place. Okay, this is how these are the sand dunes formed. Next, you see that on the page number 16 you can find is that 80% of the country is located in the Arabian Peninsula. In Arabian Peninsula, the 80% of the country is located. It is the long coastal as well. And this Arabian Peninsula is the long coastal. It is very long coastal. Okay, coastline means you see the area. You can check, see here. For the reference, I can see, say, explain you is that this corner, these beaches you have seen, right? These beaches you have seen, the long line of the near the sea. This one also you have seen, the long line near the sea. These all are the coastal areas. In Kerala, okay, in Kerala near the coastal area, long coconut tree you can see in the pictures. Maybe if you have not went, you can see the pictures that in the coastal area there are long coconut trees. Mountains can be found in the southwestern part of the country. In the southwestern part of the country, you can find mountains, lots of the mountains you can find there. The desert in the southern Saudi Arabia is called Rub. All Al Khali, and the desert in the southern part is the An Nafad. So you have to remember the name. In the southern part of the Saudi Arabia, that is south side, okay, the desert is called Rub, okay, and Rabal Khali, okay, it is called Rabal Khali, and the desert in the northern part is called An Nafad, okay, An Nafad it is told. So remember the names. Next class, okay, I am going to give the review of the chapter. What I will explain, I have explained today, and with the review or the recap, I'll start the explanation of the chapter from the climate. So students, till then that, take care. Thank you. Bye bye everyone.